An ad campaign targeting BC open pen salmon farming is facing backlash. Star Trek star and Canadian icon William Shatner appears in the commercial, spreading a colorful and somewhat humorous message about ending the practice. However, now a coalition of First Nations who are involved in the industry are demanding an apology. Ethan Morneau joining us now with more on the fallout. Ethan.
Well, Scott, First Nations are demanding an apology from Canadian actors William Shatner and Ryan Reynolds following a newly released F-word filled video calling for an end to open pen salmon farming in BC.
Repeat after me.
Off! Open net pen salmon farms!
The profanity-laced video is part of a new campaign from the group Pacific Wild. While Reynolds does not appear in the ad like Shatner, his company, Maximum Effort, produced it. Former Vancouver Canuck Kurt McLean was also part of the video, which calls for an immediate ban to open net pen salmon farming. It was uploaded just one day after the federal government announced it would allow such farms in BC to operate for another 5 years. But now the Coalition for First Nations for Finfish Stewardship is demanding a public apology from both Shatner and Reynolds, saying the ad attacked the dignity of their nations and their members.
The video itself, while, it's actually incredibly disturbing. It comes from a place of extreme privilege. You have these actors, these celebrities that are, in essence, undermining the economies of nations that have been pushed into poverty.
The coalition says it's a classic example of rich white men overriding the wishes of Indigenous people who work directly in salmon farming, a sector they say brings $133 million to First Nations each year.
And we have these individuals who really have no clue what's happening on the ground. And to be quite frank, it's because they've only heard one side of the conversation.
In the video, Shatner encourages others to join in on opposing the farms, blaming them for harming wild salmon populations and the environment. Critics say the farms can spread disease and lice to wild fish, though recent science indicates uncertainty over the risks. Scott?
All right, thanks so much, Ethan.